So let's just put a high theory here, right? We need money. Yeah, we know this. Who's your two sellable assets? Gassama and Charles. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. So Pierre Charles made his debut at the weekend, and it shows the rise of how he's doing. And he's one of the things where you want to keep him doing really well. And there was a lot of talk in the transfer window in January that there was a lot of clubs looking at him, keeping an eye on him and seeing what he was doing and how he was playing. And the same with Gassama. And the thing with Gassama's only got a year left next year. And we would like to sign a new deal for him. But can you actually see that happening right now with everything being happening with the money flow? Like, it's always been this case that we never sell the young players to then reinvest into the squad. And it's always been such a policy which it'd been made by the owner. And we know what that policy is. We never sell. We never sell. We let them run the contract down and then we're done. But it seems like there was official clubs were weighing up to approach the club. And they're still interested in him. And that's the thing. There's still a lot of interest in some of the clubs who are interested are running for Champions League places next season. So if you're saying Champions League places, you're thinking your Nottingham Forest, Liverpool. That's the kind of people you're looking at. If you're looking at the Premier League, you're looking at Liverpool, Arsenal, Forest, City, possibly Newcastle, kind of thing. They are some like big teams who are going to be looking at him, and it shows you how good his development is. But at the same time, you want to keep someone like Charles. Like, you really want to keep someone like Charles and see what happens. Danny said about it, he said, it's first big credit to Sal Babbo. He's helped me have two fantastic goalkeepers, 3 with Hamer. We should not forget him because he's an important with the training group. Big credit for him to develop pace. And for me, it's about bold decisions. Like when you got him in the squad. But he also said it's the same this year. We cannot speak about young players and then not give them a chance. I'm very happy with him. He got a clean sheet. It would have been better. We would have some good moments now, but the biggest challenge for young players, not one game or one hit wonder, consistency. And that's it, about keeping consistent. The one thing you've had from Gassama this season, he's been consistently getting in the squad and showing he's getting in the squad. And then if you actually look at what some people have said, what his speculation is of his wage, it's ridiculously low for a first-term teamer who's playing week in, week out. And the issue you got going into this is that you want to make sure you want to keep your young players and build around them. But if you're in a position that we are in, negotiate a good deal for them where a deal comes in for them. You get as much money as possible now. And then you have it put that you get, say, add-on clauses. Play so many games, or you play so many minutes, or you get Champions League. You know what I mean? It's that kind of clause. You put them in, and then you get a bit more money from that deal. And then you get sell-on fees. Like, if we sell Gassama, we have to give something cheap for like 20 to 25% of that to PSG. And I still think that's been one of the reasons why we never really sold players who has had percentage on, because he doesn't want to give that money away. He just doesn't want to give that 20% away or whatever it was. I think we had it with Joe Byers. He went on a free. It's just ridiculous how many players we let go on frees when you could probably get a bit of money for them. I don't want to keep us doing that. I want us to see us run it properly. But if we are in, say, a money issue, and some of the players we got are like Bailey Cadamartri, Gassama, Pierre Charles, people who are young players who are being looked at, we may not have any choice but to sell them. if a good deal comes in, we may not have any choice but to go, yeah, we've got to sell you because I need to make X amount on this month to pay this. Because that's the issue. That's the issue we're in. You want to be able to say you build around your youth players and then get the odd youth player who gets a good deal, say from a Spurs or something. And then you accept it and then you just keep building around what else you've got. But we don't have that. And that's because the way we run. The way we run doesn't help us in this light at all. But that's the thing I got. Probably 2, maybe 3 of your best sellable assets there. If you needed to prop finances up, it would have to be player sales.